He kind of looked like he had given up, kind of resigned to the fact that no one's gonna come. My partner and I were actually on the way to the store, and I happened to see him lying below the telephone pole. He was just super still. I didn't know if it was a bag, I didn't know if it was a body, and I turned to my partner and I was like, we need to turn around and just see what the situation is. So we turned around and I got out, and I was worried that he wasn't alive because I walked over and he was so still. Eventually I saw him breathing, so I was like, okay, he's alive, but he's not responding. And, anytime you're approaching an animal that you're not familiar with, you always just want to be careful because you don't know what their temperament is like. After about 4 minutes of being like, hey, buddy, like tapping the ground, I didn't know that he was deaf, obviously. I started to walk away and his eyes opened and he lifted his head up and I was like, oh, you're awake. He was really thin. We could see his ribs. He had a collar on, but it had no information. He was sunburned. He had bugs flying around him, but you could tell he was super friendly, really sweet. And so once I got excited and was giving him pets, he was just wagging his tail more. I eventually was able to pick him up and put him in the car. He seemed very happy when he was in the car. He totally stretched out. He was just laying in the funniest positions and just being goofy, silly. And I feel like animals don't act that way unless they feel like they're safe. I do hope and think that animals can kind of sense like there is a safe aura, there's no aggression, there's no threat here. And I hope that I gave that off and that enabled him to be friendly. We got home, he ate, he drank, we got him showered, and then the cuddle party started because from the beginning he was just so sweet. We got him in, did some basic stuff, checked for a chip, had his nails clipped. We did some of the basic like flea and tick meds. And then once we confirmed there was no chip, we went really hard on basically advertise him out on social media. We put him on Nextdoor, just in case there was a family who lost him, even if he wasn't chipped. We put him out in there, we put him on Instagram and TikTok, and I feel really lucky that his story went viral because that was part of how he ended up finding his forever home, and he was adopted probably 3 weeks after we found him. I was overjoyed because this owner was like, I can really tell that he is going to be a good fit for my family. The woman who adopted him is amazing, and I still get to dog sit whenever they go out of town, so I still get to see him. He's doing great. He's beefed up. He's healthy, happy, and it's honestly like the best feeling and the best ending to this situation possible. He's just a ball of joy and energy and love.
You got a flower in your chin.